Severe storms threaten millions on Memorial Day following a weekend of destructive, deadly weather. I'm Tyrone Bowman. This is Tyrone Bowman Tonight. According to CNN, millions in the destructive thunderstorms and tornadoes were responsible for at least 23 deaths over the long weekend, including 4 children in parts of Kentucky, Arkansas, Texas, Oklahoma, and Alabama. The storm killed 15 in Arkansas and Texas alone, and another 5 people died in Kentucky. Sunday was the busiest severe weather day of the year so far, with more than 600 storms of storm damage across at least 20 states, including tornadoes and gusts in excess of 75 miles per hour and hail the size of softballs. Storm turned buildings into piles of rubble, damaged cars, and brought down power lines. More than 450,000 homes and businesses in the central, southern, and eastern U.S. were still without power in the wake of weekend storms Monday afternoon, according to PowerOutage.us. Harsh storms pummeled parts of Kentucky Sunday night and inflicted damage on some communities, prompting Governor Andy Beshear to issue a state of emergency early Monday. Phone lines in the Bowling Green area were knocked out, leading police to set up to alternate emergency numbers for those who needed help. The National Weather Service office in Paducah, Kentucky, is sending out at least 2 storm survey teams Monday to assess damage, the office said. 5 storm-related deaths have been reported in the state, 1 in Hardin County, 1 in Hopkins County, 1 in Caldwell County, 1 in Mercer County, and 1 about 70 miles away in Louisville. Another person is, quote, fighting for their life, close quote, Beshear said in a Monday news conference. More than 70 million people from the south to the northeast were under a level 2 of 5 risk of severe thunderstorms as of Monday. Thunderstorms will rumble to life throughout Monday evening in the northeast and mid-Atlantic, including a vast section of the I-95 corridor. Storms in the regions could unload damaging wind gusts, hails, and tornadoes. Tornadoes are possible in any severe storms that develop in the east Monday, but areas from eastern North Carolina to eastern Pennsylvania and western New Jersey are at a slightly increased risk. Richmond, Virginia, D.C., Baltimore, and Philadelphia are just a few cities that could contend with tornadoes. Storms will also unload drenching rainfall, which could lead to flooding, especially in low-lying or urban areas. A level of 2 to 4 risk of excessive rainfalls is in place for parts of New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Delaware, and Maryland. Severe thunderstorms in the east will come to an end Monday night after tracking offshore and out into the Atlantic Ocean. Isolated severe thunderstorms could bubble up later Monday afternoon and evening in parts of the southern plains. A level of 2 to 5 risk of severe thunderstorms is in place in north central Texas and includes the Dallas-Fort Worth metro. Large hail and damaging wind gusts are the main threats with any storms in the area, but a tornado is also possible. High temperatures and an easy or an early season heat wave are making for a sweltering Memorial Day holiday across parts of southern Texas, the central Gulf Coast, and southern Florida. Excessive heat warnings are also in effect through Monday evening for parts of Texas, while heat advisors stretch from Texas to Mississippi, Houston, New Orleans, Miami, Mobile, Alabama, Tampa, Florida, and Charleston, South Carolina are some areas expecting extreme warmth. Air temperatures in some locations were rising to near record highs mid-afternoon Monday, with heat index readings exceeding 110 degrees from Texas to southern Louisiana. The heat index, a measure of how the body actually feels when it's hot out, was between 110 and 115 degrees in parts of the Houston metro Monday afternoon. It broke into the low 120s near Texas border with Mexico. The heat index soared to at least 108 degrees in New Orleans and flirted with the triple-digit mark in Mobile, Alabama. Nightfall may bring relief in some areas. Overnight low temperature are expected to be to 10 to 15 degrees above normal and could be record warm in dozens of locations. Such extreme prolonged heat rises the risk of heat illness such as heat stroke, particularly for vulnerable groups such as children, adults with underlying health conditions, pregnant women, and outdoor workers. The risks of excessive heat, the most deadly form of extreme weather, pardon me, the most form of extremely uh, dead weather are becoming more widespread as human driven climate change drives warming global temperatures. During the warm season last year, heat related illnesses accounted for a 20% larger share of emergency department visits than they did in the 5 previous seasons. That's a weather update. I'm Tyrone Bowman. Never surrender. Never